everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger. We're back at you again today with another MLB 15 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. And so a couple weeks ago, I made a video on a good way to make stubs predicting future upgrades. Now, if you missed that video, I'm going to link it to this one. So if you see a little circle with the letter I in it in the top right part of your screen, click that and that will link you to that video. And it's official now. So every Monday, because it's been happening for the last couple Mondays, they're doing rating increases and rating decreases in this game. And if you have these cards in your possession, you get the increase or decrease yourself. Now, if you look at my team right here, it worked for me good and bad. So as you can see, Bryce Harper right now a 90 overall. He's been absolutely crushing it. A back-to-back insane good weeks. Player of the week back-to-back weeks. Anthony Rizzo goes up to a 91 overall. I've had that card all along. I've had Harper and Rizzo since they were in the lower 80s, since they were silver cards. Look at them now, gold cards in the 90s. Now, some of you guys may have seen my pack opening video that I dropped a couple days ago. I pulled a Yadier Molina. As you can see now, he's decreased from a 90 to an 86. I believe Adam Jones was a 91. He's an 89 now. So, again, it's worked for me. It's worked against me. But, you know, it's a really good way to possibly make some stubs. Real quick, I want to take, again, a look at Bryce Harper, because if we go over here, look how much he's selling for. Almost 15K. I got this thing when it was under 2,000 stubs. I think I probably got it for like 1.5. And same thing with Anthony Rizzo. So there's a lot of guys that have gotten increases. One that I pointed out in a recent video was Dallas Keuchel from the Houston Astros. Now his price hasn't done what I wanted it to do. When I pointed him out to you guys, his card was going for well under 1,000 stubs, and I remember looking the next day and it went up. So I think a lot of people saw the video and it kind of had an effect on the market. So he got another upgrade. He's now a gold card in 86 overall. He got that upgrade today, and he's still only going for about 2.5. So I have 4 of these in my possession. I'm hoping maybe he gets up to the 5,000 mark. Only time will tell. He's got to keep pitching like a beast that he so far has in order to continue to get increases. But, on average, 86 overall pitchers usually go for like 4 to 5K. So he's still really cheap. If you need a good player, go up and buy one now. Maybe buy a couple, because the price might go up soon. I think once people start kind of catching on, I've noticed that's a trend. So I'm going to link a website down below in the description of this video. It's going to show you all of the changes. I'm not going to go over them all, but we'll talk about a couple here, and I'll try to go through them as well. I'm looking at a screen, and I'm, kind of moving things here as well. So we'll try to do the best we can. It's good that we actually went to Yankees pitchers. Well, it's good we went to closing pitchers, because Andrew Miller was one of them. He got a +3 increase, so he's an 89 overall. Closing pitcher for the Yankees, playing very, very well. Also, Michael Pineda, he went from like a 70-something to an 81 last week. He continued to pitch well. They've jumped him up to an 85 now. I was going backwards to try to get to the Orioles because Manny Machado got an upgrade. He used to be an 81 overall. He was an 83. He's jumped up to an 86. As you can see, still extremely cheap, only 2,325 stubs. I would compare him to Nolan Arenado, who's an 85 overall and sells for a little more than this. So if you need a good third baseman, a good right-handed third baseman, that is, go ahead and check him out. We'll take a look at some other guys here. I'm trying to think of who else off the top of my head. Well, you know what? I'm just going to scroll through the marketplace while I read off the list of some other ones, because I do want you guys to see at least something on your screen. So Brock Holt went from a 70 to a 74. Dylan Bacentis, I think I pronounced his name wrong, a really good bullpen guy for the Yankees as well. +1 to an 87. Jacoby Ellsbury, +1 to an 86. David Robertson, a former Yankee, +2 to an 88. Corey Kluber, after going down last week with that really good game that he had, goes +1 to a 90. Sonny Gray goes +1 to an 87. We mentioned Dallas Keuchel. Ichiro Suzuki goes +1 to a 79. We mentioned Bryce Harper. We mentioned Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo got a +5 bump. Garrett Cole from the Pittsburgh Pirates, +4 bump. He's a 90 overall. Let's see if we can actually find him because we're kind of like right there on the screen. So here he is, 90 overall. He's been pitching very, very well. Will Myers from the San Diego Padres having a really good season as well, +2 to an 82. Colton Wong goes +3 to an 83. Michael Wacha +1 to an 83. Now again, we mentioned that this can happen in the negative way too. So a guy like Matt Kemp, who actually got a ratings increase and went from a silver to a gold earlier in the week, went down one, -1 to an 85. Yadier Molina, we mentioned, -4 to an 86. Julio Teheran, -2. Drops down to an 82 overall. Anibal Sanchez, -1 to an 85. R.A. Dickey, I've never been a fan of him. His knuckleball is tough for people to hit in this year's game, or in any game, but he's just been bad this year. -3 to an 81. Hanley Ramirez, who's had an insane start to the season, he goes -1 back down to a 90. Steve Cechek, the closer for the Miami Marlins, -6 to a 74. That's rough. I think I have him on my team, or had him on a team. Chris Bryant, he didn't get a ratings increase, but he's probably gonna get one if he plays like he did last week, continues to play. As you can see here, he's going for quite a bit, a popular player. So, like I said, I'm gonna post the full list in the video, but if you guys want, and I'll try to do my best, I'll make these videos every Monday and go over some of the changes, and maybe we'll make a video over the weekend trying to predict some of these changes. Not an exact science, I mentioned that before, but a good way. Load up on those cards that are really, really cheap. I got a ton of them right now, basically just in my binder, or whatever you want to call it, for this year's game. So there's a lot of cards out there, a lot of players out there that will probably get increases. Just pay attention to the stats. Even look at the league leaders if you don't watch a lot of baseball. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. I'm Popular Stranger. As always, thanks for watching. Peace.